this video, I'm going to show you how one shop owner found car count almost immediately, but it was hidden in plain sight. Buckle up because we're starting right now. Hey, welcome back to Car Count Hackers. Thank you so much for taking a minute out of your day. I'm Matthew, and I'm passionate about helping you grow your car count, income, and profits so that you can change the lifestyle of everyone that you care about. So I got a message just a few minutes ago and thought I would jump on this video because I wanted to share this message and tell you it was a whopping 2-word message. Sort of exciting. Look, shop owners contact me from time to time, and if you want to do that, there's a link below. But shop owner contacted me. I'll tell you a short story before I tell you about the message. He said that he wanted to talk about some car count issues. So in order to help him best, I needed to know a little bit. So I asked him 2 simple questions. Number 1, what's your target? Because after all, if you don't have a target of what you're trying to do, I can't help you. I mean, just more car count doesn't mean anything unless I know where you are and where you're trying to go. Make sense? So I asked him what his target was, and he said to start, if he could just bump a couple of cars a day, like 10 cars a week would be a great start. That's 40 cars a month. Be a great start and a target to shoot for. So I said, that's cool. It's pretty good. The second question I had for him is, what kind of assets do you have? When I'm talking about assets, I'm talking about things that you already have. Your customer list. What's your customer list like? Is it in good shape? Is it up to date? What about your email list? What about relationships with other local businesses or maybe businesses that complement you? What about other advertising campaigns that you may have done? Maybe you did a postcard. So he thought about it for a little bit, and he said, yeah, well, I did a postcard back 10 months or a year ago, and it did pretty good. It was a good, solid offer. It went to his customer list, and it had a strong call to action, really important on a postcard, and it did pretty good. How did he know it did pretty good? Because he tracked it. He measured it. If you can't measure it, don't do it. He measured it, knew that he had a good ROI from that, and he said, what should I do? So having gathered that intelligence, I give him my response. Now, I'm giving you a little warning here. It might have been a little groundbreaking or earth-shattering of a response, but here it is anyways. I said, why don't we do that again? Better yet, why don't we do it 2 more times? Let me explain. You've got assets that have worked. You've got a customer list, an offer, a postcard campaign. Go ahead and do it again. If it worked then, it'll probably work again. Then I give him a real ninja trick. Said, run it 2 times. So let me explain. First of all, he asked me a couple of questions, and his big burning question was, won't they get upset? Won't my customers be upset? And I said, probably not. Look, I don't care whether it's direct mail, Facebook ads, or anything. It doesn't matter. You can't guarantee that every one of your prospects saw that message. So you send it to them again. Then I said, you remember what you got in the mail a couple of weeks ago? Because for me, I can't tell you what I had for dinner last night. So it's not a problem, and really, they're not going to call you up and say, hey, quit sending me your damn trash. The other thing is maybe they just didn't need a service then. So that's why I'm suggesting you mail it a second time. Just mail it to everyone who didn't respond the first time. And then I dropped a real pro hack on them. Take that simple postcard, and when you send it a second time, do it on a different color paper. It's the same postcard. It's an asset that's worked. Just do it on a different color paper. So to wrap it all up, here's what was important about that phone call. Number 1, he had a goal. He had a target. He wanted to increase a couple of cars a day. That was a good, realistic target that we could work with. Secondly, he had assets. Assets could have been different offers that he ran in the past. In this case, it was a small postcard campaign that he had done, and he had measured it, so he knew what one worked best. The fact that it was done 10 months or a year ago really doesn't matter. You don't know where everyone was. I did a whole video about the 7 ugly truths about your customers, and one of them is that they just lead a busy life, and maybe they didn't need the service that you are offering. Number 3, the real trick to all this, take what worked and do it again. And the pro hack number 4 was do it a second time. But if you really want to get good at this, you just keep sending the same offer until it stops paying. That's that simple. If you're measuring your ROI, you know that offer worked, you send it a second time 2 to 3 weeks later. You send it a third time 2 to 3 weeks after that, but only send it to the people who haven't responded. That way, you've got a cart count machine that keeps working, and all you're really doing is picking that low-hanging fruit. So if you want to explore strategies like this for your shop, go ahead in the links below and ask the Cart Count Fixer. Hit me up with a message, and let's get on the phone and talk about it. Make sense? So what was that 2-word message? Pretty simple. He said it worked. And while you're here, I'm not sure you know, I'm releasing my brand new training course, How to Double Your Cart Count in 89 Days Without Wasting Your Hard-Earned Dollars on that money-sucking advertising. I'm going to show you how to actually get your customers to refer friends, co-workers, and associates. How to get your customers to actually leave you reviews. I'm going to show you the 3 pillars of cart count. There's only 3 ways that you need to know to how to get cart count. Because let me tell you, there's a lot of things like pizza box ads that just don't work. And I'm going to give you my exclusive Cart Count Cube. The 4 things that you need to know before you run any advertising. And it's basically a checklist. You're going to go ahead and check these off. As long as you follow that Cart Count Cube, your advertising dime is going to work like it's $1. Hey, I'm Matthew Lee, and I thank you so much for taking a minute. Go ahead and watch these videos over here. Don't forget to hit that subscriber button and ring the bell icon. That way you'll know every time I upload new information, because you know that nothing changes if nothing changes. Take care and talk real soon.